You may be asking, what does a black cat have to do with this video? Nothing. It's just my cat. But my cat is such a pain in the rear. And she doesn't care what anyone thinks. She does her own thing regardless of the rules of the house. And then she sits there with this smug look on her face thinking that she did nothing wrong. That's why I have a black cat as the image of this video, because it goes perfectly with Leon Valley. I've got a news ticker for anytime Leon Valley is mentioned in the news. And of course, as many of you know, many of the protesters have filed a lawsuit, and they did so on the 4th of July. One of the best ways to sue for freedom is on the day of freedom itself. And so it was really good to see that. But I'm sitting here reading these. What's up, Padilla? I'm sitting here reading these stories, and I came across this one, and at the very end, there was a line by the city manager that I read this, and I'm like, that has got to be one of the dumbest things said by a government official in Leon Valley. And let me tell you something, that's a very high bar to set, to say something stupid as a Leon Valley government official. That is an extremely high bar. But what the city manager said boggles my mind. So the lawsuits have been filed, and 11 people, I believe, right now are involved in one case, and there's 2 other people that are going to be involved in a separate lawsuit that's coming. And when the city manager was asked about this, she said, "Oh, we have insurance to take care of that stuff, for civil rights violations." Oh my gosh! That's no big deal. We've got insurance. We can violate people's rights left and right. It's not... Civil rights, man, who cares? That's why I've got insurance. That's what insurance is for. I'll tell you what, if the municipal league is going to underwrite this kind of stupidity, I don't know a single insurance company that, you know what, can you imagine if I went to USAA or, I don't know, Progressive or whoever, and you went to Progressive and, you got in a car wreck and you hurt some people because you weren't paying attention, or maybe you were doing a YouTube live video while you were driving or something. And you get in this car accident, and the police stop. And you're like, people are hurt? Going to the hospital? I've got insurance. That's what insurance is for. Who cares? Who cares about those people? I've got insurance. I'm covered. I really, really hope that the people who live in Leon Valley and they pay those taxes. Now go look at, if you do a Google for Texas Public Radio, TPR, Texas Public Radio, Leon Valley Civil Rights Insurance, and read, I could not believe what I was reading. That Leon Valley thinks that it's no big deal that they're being sued because, quote, we have insurance for civil rights cases. My gosh, if you went to your car dealer or your car insurance company and said, you know what, I don't care if I keep getting in accidents, that's why I've got insurance, you think they're going to keep insuring you? I don't think so. I think that Leon Valley city manager there really, metaphorically speaking, shot themselves in the foot. And then I read the city council comes out, and the mayor wasn't too happy about the fact that they're being sued, and that she wasn't really read into what was going on until after it had already happened and what the chief was doing. And then the chief is like, he shows this thick packet of information requests, public information requests, and he's like, that's what these people do. They're all anarchists. That's all they are, is anarchists. Anarchy is an absence of law and order in government. And I'm not going to get into a debate over what real anarchy is and all that kind of stuff, but really the only anarchists in Leon Valley are the cops themselves. They're the ones who don't follow the rule of law and who just do whatever the heck they feel like doing. And here's the chief, instead of recognizing that he's got a problem on his hands. And by the way, folks, another little tidbit that's been dropped in the news is that the chief says he's got pending charges on 20 more people. 20 more people. So I don't know exactly who he's targeting right now, but expect more tyranny to come out of Leon Valley. But hey, but don't worry, it's not a big deal. The city manager said there's nothing to worry about. They have insurance for civil rights things. So the police can go and make up all kinds of criminal activity and fake warrants and lies and arrest people for no reason. It's all right. Don't worry about it. They'll sue, but they have insurance. They're covered. That's the attitude of Leon Valley. And then you've got a police chief who, instead of looking at auditors as people who are really what I consider accountability specialists, I think the auditors should change their names. I think you guys out there that are auditors, you should change you should wear a name tag that says accountability specialist, because that's really what it is. But the chief thinks you're anarchists. That's it. So these auditors or accountability specialists that really just want government accountability, apparently seeking government accountability is what the chief calls anarchy. I can't wait to see Leon Valley become a suburb, not a little enclave city of San Antonio. I hope they lose their charter. I hope they lose their jobs. And I hope that these activists are able to take the money that they get from Leon Valley and go and do more and greater things. But I just wanted to share with you what the city manager of Leon Valley said about the fact that its city is violating the rights of people. Don't worry, it's okay. We've got insurance. We're allowed to violate people's civil rights because we're insured. You can't make that stuff up, folks. All right, guys. Take care. God bless. Be safe and be free.